Markets around us. So, the topics to be covered in this chapter are: what are markets, weekly markets, shops in the neighborhood, shopping complexes and malls, chain of markets, markets everywhere, and markets and equality. What are markets? So, everyone has been to markets at least once in their life. So, market is a regular gathering of people for the purchase of sales of provisions, livestock, and other commodities. We go to the markets to buy many things, right? Like vegetables, soap, toothpaste, masala, bread, rice, dal, clothes, notebooks, biscuits, and many other things. If we make a list of goods that we purchase, it would be really long. There are many kinds of markets that we visit for our daily needs. These can include shops, hawker's stall in our neighborhood, a weekly market, a large shopping complex, perhaps a mall. In this chapter, we will look some of these markets and try to understand how the goods are sold, they reach buyers, who these buyers are, who these sellers are, and what sort of problems they face. So let's start with weekly markets. Weekly markets are actually held on a specific day of the week. Like in a particular area, weekly markets are held only on Tuesday. Every week, the hawkers come, put their stall, settle themselves, and people come and buy their goods. They don't have a permanent shop. For example, vegetable markets, traders set up shops for the day and then close them up in the evening. They may set up a different place the next morning. Many things in weekly markets are available at cheaper rates because they don't have permanent shops. Therefore, they don't have to pay rent, electricity, and other expenses. They don't have to pay wages to their workers. Oh, they don't have a large number of sellers selling the same good. So, if someone is selling the things at a low price, people will prefer to buy it from them. One of the advantages of weekly markets is that most things are available in places such as vegetables, groceries, clothes, items, utensils. Now, what are shops in neighborhoods? If there is an emergency of buying a medicine, we go to our neighborhood, we go to the medical shop and we buy the medicine. If we wanted to buy a chocolate or a small toffee, we go to the bakery and we buy it. Almost all type of shops are available in our neighborhood itself. You might have noticed that there are different kind of sellers even in the neighborhood markets. Some of them have permanent shops while others sell in their goods on roadside. Like we have always seen some vegetable stalls on roadside on the footpath. Shops in neighborhood. So now we will learn more deep. We buy milk from the dairy, groceries from departmental stores, etc. There are many shops that sell goods and service in our neighborhood. Shops are permanent and are near our homes. Buyers and sellers know each other very well in that condition. And these shops also provide goods on credit. Shopping complexes and malls. There are other markets in urban area that have many shops, popularly called shopping complexes. These are multi-story, air-conditioned buildings with shops on different floors known as malls. Here you get both branded and non-branded goods. Fewer people can afford to buy products from malls or shopping complexes. Big companies sell their products through these shops in large urban markets and at times through their special showrooms like Lakme, Max, Reliance Trends. We have seen in many malls these things. See, this is a shopping complex. This is how a shopping complex looks. And we have all been to malls. Many malls we've been in our life, and this is how a mall looks. And now let us come to one topic which is a bit complicated. If you understand properly, then you're great. Chain of markets. Goods are produced in the factories, on farms, and in homes. The people in between the producer and the final consumers are the traders. The wholesale trader first buys goods in large quantities. Then they sell it to other traders. Buying and selling take place between traders, which help goods to reach far away places. The traders who finally sell products to the consumers are the retailers. So what happens in this is, for example, we take the trade of apples. So the farmer grows apples in the fields, working hard, and then sells in bulk, sells it in huge bulk to the traders. So in the trader, there are two types of traders: wholesale traders and retail traders. Wholesale traders are also known as wholesalers, and retail traders are also known as retailers. So the wholesalers first buy the goods in bulk from the farmers or from the producers. Then they keep it there is a place where they keep all the goods in bulk. And many retailers come and take it in smaller quantities. And then if it is a long process, then there are two or more retailers, but commonly we have only one or two retailers. Then the retailers sell it finally to the consumers by bakery, shopping malls, whatever. Like shopping malls, shopping complexes, bakeries, shops, many other things. Markets everywhere. So we not only have markets like shops, but we also have online shopping, which is known as e-commerce. So it is not always necessary that one has to go to the market to purchase goods. Buying and selling can take place in different ways, not necessarily through shops in the market. The goods get delivered to your home. You can place order for a variety of things through the phone and the internet. Nowadays there are many shopping online shoppings. So there are many websites where we can go, like Amazon, Flipkart, Shopcluse, Myntra, many things. We can buy, just place our order, and then in 2 or 3 days the good will be on your doorstep. Just look at the developed generation. Markets and equality. Now let's see this interesting topic. We have seen that small traders with little money struggle to run their shops, whereas some are able to spend a lot of money to set up the shop. They also earn unequal amounts. Similarly, buyers are also different from each other. There are many who are not able to afford the cheapest of goods, while others are busy in shopping malls. So we can take an example. Suppose there is a girl named Maya. Maya is not so rich and goes to a shopping mall. Do you know, sometimes people are kindly forced to leave shopping complexes or malls. Why? Because they do not look rich, or they are not dressed up like rich people. so they